Hello everybody and welcome to my guide for playing the Blasphemous Blade build. So first thing you're going to need is the Blasphemous Blade. This is a strength faith weapon with a really sick special ability that does an absolute ton of damage. You get this from killing Rykard and turning in his remembrance over at Volcano Manor. This is the sword he uses in the boss fight. After that, you're going to want either I'd say you're probably going with the Erdtree Seal. I'm a pretty high level on this character, so Frenzy Flame Seal, because it has 4 different scalings on it, starts to kind of outshine other things when you're at like really high levels. But the Erdtree Seal, which you also get in the Prison Town Church, it's found in a cell over by the Omen Killer enemy in the Prison Town Church site of Grace. So, then you're going to need Hoslow's armor. Armor's really up to you. If you're in the mid-game, I would recommend wearing Radahn's armor. I think Radahn's armor is probably some of the best mid-game armor you can get. I prefer Hoslow's. I prefer Hoslow's a little bit later on because I just kind of like the way it looks. And then, you know, armor really is kind of a... It's better if you just know how to dodge than to worry about, like, tanking things. Like, yeah, you want to have armor on just because it'll reduce your damage taken, but, like, don't... Unless you're doing some niche thing, like, for example, killing like Rykard, if you go farm the fire prelate set, you can actually face tank his fire and just attack him in it because your fire resist is so high. But unless you're doing a niche build like that, this stuff doesn't really matter. Really the only thing that matters is your helm. Now the silver tier mask, I actually use this because it gives you extra arcane, so by quite a bit. So you see my arcane just went down to 9 there, up to 17. This allows you to not have to put points into arcane, but you're still able to use dragon incantations if you want, which isn't really relevant to this. But then you need Shard, or well, you don't need this, but you need Shard of Alexander, Fire Scorpion Charm, Radagon Sorcery, and Carrion Filigreed Crest. These are what I'm running. You get this from the quest line with the Warrior Jar. You get this in Mount Gelmer as well. You get this at Fort Faroth just by running to it, which is just right here. And then you get the Carrion Filigreed quest by progressing Blade's quest line. So in order to get all this stuff, or in order to get this one and this one, it is going to take a little bit of work, but you'll be able to get the Blasphemous Blade mid-game, and you really don't need this stuff. It does help, but especially if you're on like your first playthrough and you're doing like kind of like a mid-game Blasphemous Blade build, you're going to find that this weapon just destroys stuff. Just focus on getting this weapon and upgrading it, and then whenever you can, you're going to want to grab Golden Vow, Flame Grant Me Strength, and Blessing of the Erdtree. Now, it's a little bit... So to get Flame Grant Me Strength, I believe this is from Fort... This is also... this is in Fort Gale, but I want to say it's in the... Oh, no, never mind. I take that back. Fort Gale was the one that was in Caelid, so... In order to get Flame Grant Me Strength, you just got to go into Fort Gale, and you're going to find it in between 2 chariots. So that's going to increase your fire damage and your physical damage. So it's like, that's probably the most important one. Then, Golden Vow? Golden Vow, you should be able to get from a vendor, but this one isn't too bad to find. This one you can get from the Corpse Stint Shack in Mount Gelmer. So it's going to be, I believe, right here. Yeah, so you're going to want to just run right here. So this one's pretty easy to get as well. And then Blessing of the Erdtree, which I believe you just get for going to Lindell. If I am not mistaken, I believe it is in the Queen's Bedchambers. Yes, I am pretty certain of that. So it's in the Queen's Bedchambers over here in Lindell. So just progress through this, and after you kill Godfrey, the spirit of him, you'll go into the Queen's Bedchambers. That's the next place. There's only one path. So just focus on progressing through Lindell, and you'll eventually find that. And then for the flask, so the flask is actually kind of important because when you get the Opaline Bubble Tier, what that's going to allow you to do is kind of just stand there and just tank everything. And when you can just not take damage and tank everything, Sorry, when you can just take damage and like not take any damage, you can just spam it. Like if I was fighting another boss, right, and I wanted to just really kill him, all I really have to do is just pop my flask, and as long as I can kill him in like the 9 seconds or whatever it is I get, you'll just absolutely just crush things right off the bat. Then after that, I use the Flame Shrouded Cracked, or Flame Shrouding Cracked tier. And what this does is pretty much what it sounds, temporarily boost fire attacks. It just makes you do even more damage. So you find this in Caelid. It's dropped by the Putrid Avatar at the Minor Erd Tree east of the Smoldering Church. So that one should be, I want to say it's this Erd Tree right here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, I take that back. It's not that one, it's this one. Yeah, because here's the church. So here's a Smoldering Church. You're going to find a Minor Erd Tree Avatar here. Kill it, and it's going to drop it. And it does stack with Fire Scorpion Charm, and it does 20% increased fire damage, so it really helps make that special attack do absolutely tons of damage. And with that being said, I will show you, so this is New Game Plus 3, and I'm going to show you guys how to, I guess, easily kill anything, even these annoying ass dragons that just keep flying away non-stop. Hello, bud. Let's see. Oh. As you can see, big damage. No. Dragons can be kind of annoying though, because they just fly so much. And there it is. So, you know what? Let's kill another dragon, because that last one pissed me off. So I'm going to show you guys what you can do with Mimic tier here. A little bit of this, a little bit of this action, a little bit of this action, a little bit of that action, a little bit of this action, and then let's get a little bit of this action. Come here, baby. Oh, that's annoying. And as you can see, he's really good at wasting my flask. Big ol' meanie hit. Wasted all my flask. And this is, as you can see, oh, ow. And there it is. Yeah, the dragons can be kind of annoying because you waste your flask, but at the same time it doesn't matter. Notice how my health, even after taking that up, my health is ticking up because of that. Nice. All those nice glorious buffs and those Taker's Flames, baby. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed this video, hope it helps, and good luck out there.